Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M12. It's the Tier 7 American SPG. This one's located on the eastbourne of Malinovka, and it's under the command of Red Dog Alpha 1. And he's got a 155mm gun of French design based on an M3 hull, and he's ready to start. 3 marks of excellence. And he's got an alpha of 600 hit points, capable of penetrating 39mm of armor with a 7.2 meter burst radius. Standard reload is 26.58 seconds, but Red Dog Alpha 1's got it down to 22.98, so he has reduced it with a good crew, and he's got 3 marks of excellence, as I said. Well, yeah, so he's rather practiced in this Arty. It actually is quite an effective Arty. They only made 100 of them, but they were very effective in Europe when they were used against the Germans. They called it the door knocker. Okay, his first target's going to be the bushes just behind or next to the rock. There's normally somebody there, some tank destroyer. I'd fire a blind shot, but instead, looks like he's going to aim for the spotting bush. That's where I normally aim straight away. Rounds out. Well, if there is a light tank there, he's not happy because he will have received a hit from that. Okay, can hear the enemy Arty firing in our direction. In fact, there's 2 of them, a Lorraine 15550 and an M12. On our team, we've got an SU-14-1 as the Tier 7. Okay, we're loaded, ready to go, but no, he's decided not to shoot. Could be that one of the enemy light tanks has actually made it to these bushes instead, and well, we could aim there, but I think what he's going to do instead is he's going to aim up the hill. Now the M12 only has 20 rounds of ammunition. He's got all of that in the stun HE, so he's hoping that he's going to get quite a bit of stun assist out of this game. One of the enemies has been spotted, the Viz 44-1. And we can see where one of the enemy Arty is because we saw the tracer coming out from the trees just to the in B1 in that general area. He fires at the Viz 44. Doesn't look like he actually got anything out of it, but okay, M6 up there. It's a tier 8 game with tier 6 tanks in it. He's going for the Carnarvon, almost loaded. Work out where he's going, place the rescue ahead of the target as you think he's going to move, and then fire the round in. And when he fired the round in, oh, well, stunned both of them, and he did get some damage off the M6, but it's only 67 hit points, but he got 416 stun assists. So it's a good start. And the M6 has gone down, so he's going to the Carnarvon. Another tank's turned up. It's the AMBT. Now that's the American auto reloader. Carnarvon's gone. And he got the stun assist off that one too. But unfortunately the AMBT is unloading, and yes, we have lost our T832. Now, work out where the enemy's going. Oh, that G-Saw looks very, very nice, but he's going for the AMBT. And he gets the kill shot. 239. Okay, the G-Saw makes a good target because he's tier 8. Still waiting for the reload. KV-1S less so because, of course, he's only tier 6. Okay, he's the one we're going to go for. Work out where he is. Rounds out. Looks good. Very good. 236 from that shot. Non-penetrating shot, but then it did hit the frontal armor. Now that G-Saw is probably reloading at the moment because they do have very long reload time. By the book, I think it's around about 37 seconds. Rather than shoot blind, on this occasion, he won't because he wants to make sure he gets as many shells onto target to maximize his credits. Still got plenty of ammo left. The problem really is more that we don't have any tanks up the hill to hit. Oh, well, the KV-1S came into sight, but he kind of snapped that one in. And now we can see the Tiger. Now that's the stock Tiger, I think. The stock turret. Now, can we get a hit? Here we go. Rounds out. Yes! It looks like he hit the turret as well. Unfortunately, our VK is not going to survive very much longer. And in fact, actually, he gets taken out by the enemy Arty, the enemy M12. The Tiger went down to the 122 TM in the end, but I suspect that another of the enemy tanks is going to be coming down the hill very shortly. More than likely, it'll be the G-Saw. We lost sight of the KV-1S. He probably saw all those tanks getting wiped out and thought, nope. Enemy Viz-44-1 decided to cut straight across the lower part of the hill. Lined up the shot, rounds out, looks good. Right in front of him for 216. It tracked him. Oh, that was somebody firing back at him. I think that might have been the 122 TM. Okay, the other Arty is in the forest to the north of the inlet. Looking for any clues that the enemy might be moving. Can't see anything at the moment. Normally you look for fences being knocked down, trees being knocked down, anything that gives you a clue to the enemy moving through objects. You notice that Red Dog Alpha 1 is very careful not to knock any objects down. Makes it very difficult for the enemy to work out where he is because of that. When he's joining the SU-14-1, normally I say don't go near your friendly Arty, because the thing is it's much easier to see two tracers than it is to see one. Kind of draws the attention of everyone. There's the Viz-44. Okay, we can see him now. He's backing away. So he probably popped up, had the quick look. Now he did fire in blind. And it looks like the SU-14-1 did the same. Yeah, the problem is, with firing blind, when you see an enemy tank pulling back like that, you don't know if they turned at the last moment. Now, I like this because he's changed position again, but he's getting slightly closer to the enemy. The enemy is trying to push us towards the south end of the map and push us in from the onto the east side. You can see that they are dominating most of the map at the moment. He's pre-aiming ahead of where he thinks the enemy's going to be spotted. The 122 TM is halfway up the hill, so he's going to be the first one to spot the enemy. Coming in from that direction, of course. I have a sneaking feeling that KV-1S might try to scout out, see what the situation is. Oh, the Viz just killed our KV-2R. Or was it? No, actually it was a Sherman Jumbo got him. Well, the Viz is in the dip. And usually I say don't fire at a tank in the dip because it's very difficult to get the shot on target. The KV-1S did come down the hill. He is actually now fairly close to the 122 TM. And he has gone, actually. So, yes, you can see that Red Dog Alpha 1 went to overhead mode because he felt that this would be easier to work out. You can see how the red line's forming as it touches the target. So he knows that that was on target, but only when the tank was touching the red line. As soon as the tank pulled back, the aiming changed. Now he can see it, and now he's on target, but he hasn't got a shell. See how that red line moves about? If you can get the enemy to break that red line, you know you're on target and you can shoot. Just testing the area just to see, is there any chance that the enemy might pop up at any moment? There he is. And the red line is touching, but it hits the ridge line, unfortunately, because it adjusted the aim just as the guy backed down the hill. Yes, the SU-14-1's trying to do the same. We're one tank up on the enemy at the moment. It'd be really nice if we could get rid of this Viz-44-1. Okay, he's going to the battle assistant. Wait for him to break the line. That's it. That's a direct hit. It worked this time. That's the enemy Arty firing at one of our guys. He was firing at the T-3485M. Was it? No, it's actually a T-3485. It's the non-premium version. There he is again. Oh, just behind him. Down to 6 rounds now. There's still 6 enemies out there. Now, they do have one of the Tier 7 Scorpions, the American M56, somewhere out there, and he's actually a rather good player. Now, it's a premium tank, but it's actually got a 90mm gun. And the enemy RT just fired at our SU-14-1. So he has given away his position, and the enemy did see it. We just check the health of each of the targets. Well, we can see that the SU-14-1 didn't suffer any damage from that shot from the enemy Arty, but there's the Scorpion. He was sneaking about. Does have rather good camouflage, that little tank. It's a tiny little tank. No armor, really, so to speak of. 1mm, if at best. I guess he must have just moved between a couple of bushes at the wrong moment, and either the SU-130PM or the Borsig, one of those tanks spotted him. The G-Saw's up on top of the hill. We might be able to get a shot. He's just unloading right now, but we can't dial in quick enough to actually get it on. And the enemy Arty is, or one of them, is up on top of the hill. Just saw the tracer coming from, yep, and in fact actually it looks like the SU-14-1 spotted him as well. Just behind the tanks, so in that general direction. 2 minutes to go. Only 5 rounds left. He's guessing that the M56 might be behind those bushes. The Viz-44-1's made a big mistake. He's actually come in and he's up on top and he's been spotted. And now he's out the game. The Borsig got him. The G-Saw up on top of the hill. Well, he's also been spotted and he's in reload. And the SU-14-1 just managed to get a stun on him, but he's backing away because he's still reloading to try and get 4 shells into his magazine, into his clip. And it looks like Red Dog Alpha 1, he's loaded. Rounds out. And he got a direct hit. Now, very thin armor on G-Saw, so that might have done some serious damage. It's looking like it's going to be a draw. The G-Saw did take a hit. Look at that. He's down to 440 hit points. They didn't find the Arty, but I guess he's quickly got out of there. Oh, and that was good, because there's the kill shot. The G-Saw's gone down. That was a huge amount of stun assists. There's the strip. There's only 4 enemies left. We've only got 26 seconds left on the clock. Not really enough time to get them all. So it is going to be a draw, I think. Enemy Arty in the corner. Rounds out. Long flight time. And one of the Artys was close and he goes down. But that's the end of the clock and the game is over. Well, despite that being a draw, Red Dog Alpha 1 managed to get an ace tanker in that game. Very well done indeed. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10 in total. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win ace on that one, 2,649, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the SU-130PM on our team. Got a high caliber for 3,184 hit points, with second place going to the G-Saw on the enemy team with 2,639. And in third place was, yes, Red Dog Alpha 1 in his M12 with 2,047 hit points. When it came to kills, it was actually the 122 TM who did the best with 4 kills in that game. 3 kills went to the Borsig, 2 kills went to the SU-130PM and the IS on our team. Red Dog Alpha 1 only got the 1 kill. And should note as well that the SU-14-1, he also got a Confederate, so he actually matched the same value. Yes, 6 and 0 for him to get his Confederate, whereas Red Dog Alpha 1 got 9 and... Was it 9 and 1? Yes. Wow. 9 and 1. So, yes, he did do a lot of hits on the enemy. I'm wondering why the SU-14-1 got 6 and 0 and got a Confederate. Anyway, if we look at base XP, we can see that the SU-130PM got 669, because of course it was a draw. 657 went to Red Dog Alpha 1. 572 went to the IS. And only 328 went to the SU-14-1. Anyway, 19 shots fired. That's a decent amount of ammo. He only had 1 round left at the end of the game. 5 direct hits on the enemy. No penetrations, but he did get 13 splash. Damage of 2,047 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 9 of the enemy, kill 1, so there's the Confederate. And 1,805 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. Now, did he actually hit that Arty and the enemy team? Yes, he did. The one that was in the bushes. The one he fired at, he actually splashed him for 73 hit points, and he got 3 critical hits. The track, the gunner, and the loader. And that was right at the end of the game when he actually saw that tracer coming out from the bushes. So he fired 1 in, and he did get something out of that guy at the very least. He also, we saw the stun assist, didn't we? 1,805 off 11. That's enough for the ace tanker. Now, he did earn a profit from the game, 26,411 credits for the game, because he did spend a lot of ammo, but he got a lot of damage. And he got the Courageous Resistance Award as well, because even though it was a draw, he managed to get a medal. And he also picked up 1,581 experience points as well. Actually, just to check that SU-14-1 again. Yes, it does say 6 and 0. It should have been 8 and 0 if he was to match and get the Confederate. But, yeah, very peculiar that. Don't understand that one. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, an ace tanker for Red Dog Alpha 1 in the M12. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm and gets the video noticed by more people. And thank you for watching.